Well, I've always been interested in public relations campaigns in relation to mental illness. The healthcare community and the social work community have done a great job in letting people who have a mental illness know that it's not their fault. And I think most of us do understand that now. It's always nice to have it reiterated and say it again because you do run into people who are ignorant, and it hurts every time you do. But our target in this campaign is the general public. I had to hide my mental illness for a number of years. I became mentally ill suddenly at age 45, and I tried to continue practicing law and was able to, more or less, for another 5 years, but I had to keep everything a deep, dark secret. Now, this is just counter to my personality. I like to be open, above board, honest with people. And so this was a real difficulty for me. When I did have to retire, one of the first things I did was to join in local efforts to promote improvements in care of mentally ill people. I joined the local advisory council on mental health, and I said, we need a public relations effort. And I said, I will volunteer. And I know a person on the newspaper who does wonderful interviews. She can interview me. And they put it on the front page, and people still speak to me about that article since. And we talked to other people in years following. Every year during Mental Health Month, we would have an interview in the newspaper for a number of years. A number of our programs at the Region 4 South Adult Mental Health Initiative, which I'm involved in, a number of our programs had come to fruition and more or less were running themselves. And so our administrators said, we need to come up with some new approaches, do some new things that will improve the lives of mentally ill folks in the area. And my idea was, let's do some public relations, since this is dear to my heart. We need to get the word out that mental illnesses are physical brain diseases. They're not character weaknesses. And we also need to get the word out that they are as treatable as heart disease or cancer, and that many of us with a mental illness are doing just fine and contributing to the community. It took a little while to get off the ground, but we have now had ads actually on TV, but also on radio. All the radio stations in our 5-county area, all of our local newspapers have had little ads in them that appear from time to time explaining that mental illness is, well, it's a scary disease. It's possible to cope with it.